Strong, steadfast, steady, solid. You can press forward in spite of your fears because God.
All right, guys, to get started with questions for Mary Ann. Apologies for the delay. Pat, can you start off anything for Coach?
Sure. Hi, Mary Ann. Not asking for anything game plan related here, but just kind of generally, when you're taking on a team that has the quality of the front court that Vegas has, how important are your guards and your wings to helping stop what they do so well in the front court?
Well, yeah, first of all, terrific front court that they have. Let's just say that. I agree 100%. So I think the approach is a quality team defense. Like, no one's going to handle Wilson all by herself. Nobody's going to handle Cam Bage all by herself. So it's going to require that we're all talking and on the same page defensively the entire 40 minutes, and it doesn't take much. I mean, both of them rim run, for example, that's tough because usually you get a point guard getting back. That means our bigs got to run the floor. Our guards got to get back. But as you've seen with all these games, I think there's opportunity there. If we're solid and we rely on everybody to get the defensive job done at that end of the floor, we'll be fine. I think a big concern, and I apologize for the ambient noise here, if that's a big key to the game, could be just rebounding itself. You can't let Vegas get 2 and 3 chances on the offensive end. They're going to score on you. So you got to be solid. Everybody's got to be on the same page. You got to execute. And then you can't give them a second shot or a third shot. That's deadly.
Great. That's all I have.
Carolyn.
Hey, Marianne.
Hey, Carol.
Your team, you beat Dallas with only 7 players. What a big difference will it make having now 10 back on your roster?
Well, I think we showed our resolve and the heart that we play with. And I always say this, this is why we play sports. If everything was predictable and done before it started, we probably wouldn't love sports the way we do. But you can't measure the heart. You can't measure how people will rise to the occasion. So, I think the biggest thing with our players to win the Dallas game was to convince them that they could win, that there was a game plan. We just executed and played as hard as we could and played together as a team. We could win, and that's what we did. So our guys aren't surprised. A lot of people out on the outside might have been surprised. Was it easy? No. If you were a betting person, maybe you didn't bet on us, but all that didn't matter. What mattered is our players believed they could win. We felt good about how we approached the game, and they just relaxed and went out there and played the way we asked them to play. The same thing could be said just about, every game we approach. The difference today is we will have Jantel Lavender for a little bit. She's on a minutes restriction because this is her first game back after being off for like over a month. We will have Jessica Breland back. And we will have Tiffany Mitchell, fully recovered from the concussion. So, I'd much rather go into every game with an arsenal that includes those 3. And we're going to have to get good play from everybody. I think one of the positives that's come out of the adversity we've had is that Victoria Vivians has stepped up and played really well. And Emma Cannon, I think, has found her niche with our team. Emma has been invaluable. I mean, she has a knack for making big plays at the right time. I think that's the experience she's had. I think that's the circumstance that she's found herself in repeatedly, which is she's got to fight and scrap and figure out a way to get things and make things happen because she's been on 7-day contracts and she's been released several times. So she's played well for us. We value and appreciate what she brings to the table. And so, we've got a lot of tools in our toolkit this time around that we didn't have in the Dallas game, and we're going to use them for sure.
And can you talk about,
Hold on.
if I could ask one more, the added element of having D-Rob, not having Julie Alamont, how has D-Rob really helped your team?
Well, we thought Danielle would be a huge part of what we're going to do this season, no matter what the circumstance, and she's turned out to be everything we could have hoped for. She's been a great leader. She's been a great teammate. I think after the first 10 games, she realized we needed her to be a more offensive minded and assertive scoring point guard. And I've actually practiced her at the 2 and played her at the 2 some, because in addition, someone who flies under the radar quite a bit is Lindsay Allen. Like, Lindsay is invaluable to us because she knows how to run a team. She's a good floor general. She pushes the pace, all of which serve us well. And it allows us to have an experienced point guard at the point and move D-Rob over to the 2 sometimes. So both of them have really, really helped us. They're smart. They know how to run a team. They don't turn the ball over. If you look at just look at the assist to turnover ratio of them individually and combined, I'll bet it's off the charts. I don't know what the number is, but I know it's a good number. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anne Marie.
Hey, Mary Ann, I'm wondering, in these last couple games, the ones that came down to the end, what was it you think that allowed your team to pull it out, particularly the last game? What did they learn about themselves in finishing strong in those tight games?
Well, it's funny, when your backs are to the wall, you learn some things about yourself. And in our case, we learned never to doubt what we're capable of, and to just don't worry about what you don't have. Take what you have and make the most of it. And I think people get caught up sometimes in, oh, I don't have this player, I don't have that player. You can't worry about that. Okay, you don't have them. Now what are you going to do? Don't cry about what you don't have. Take advantage of what you do. And I think for us, we were able to spread the floor against Dallas. We got good play from everybody. I mean, look at that. We played 7 players and 6 of them were in doubles. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I couldn't have scripted that better. And we didn't script it. We just asked people to stick to the game plan, play hard, play together, play for each other, and don't worry about, we would accept whatever the outcome was and felt like it was enough to get a win. And so hopefully that's something that now that's in our DNA. We understand that, so it doesn't matter. Circumstances don't dictate outcomes, people do. And we have a team that showed a lot of character. I think it revealed some stuff to us, and we can play different ways when we have to. So, it's a huge challenge today in a different kind of way than playing with 7 people was, but huge nonetheless. And, there's a way that the game can unfold to our benefit, and there's a way that it can unfold that's going to hurt us. And we understand what that is, and we're going to do our best to have the game unfold the way we'd like.
Last time you
Last
played
one,
the
we got Anne Marie, sorry, we got time for one more. Tony, can I go to you for the last one?
Yeah, Mary Ann, with Kim Beige on the floor, the Aces have been one of the best defensive teams in the W this year. You've talked about timing with T this season and how you've worked on timing on offense. How important is timing and execution against a good defensive team like the Aces?
Well, those things are always important, Tony. One of the impressive things that's always been true about the Las Vegas is that they're stingy in the rebound game. You get one good crack at an offensive, opportunity. They don't give you too many second chance points. They're the best defensive rebounding team in the league. They're the best field goal defending team in the league. So again, you have to be efficient. You have to, execute and take good shots. I think one of the things that really works in their favor is if you take a bad shot or a quick shot that's ill-advised, some kind of heat check nonsense, that could hurt you at the other end, because they're going to take that ball, transition it, and they're really tough in transition because they got bigs who can run the floor, they got guards who can shoot it. So you have to be smart, and you have to be not methodical, but you have to be efficient, and you have to be smart and really execute and use your space properly at the offensive end.
All right. Thank you, Mary Ann. Thank you, everybody. We'll talk to everybody post game.
Thank you.